Welcome to the TechHub.training Alteryx Stock It Up Challenge solution. In this video, I'll walk you through how to separate stocks into two separate buckets of short-term and long-term stocks. I will do so using a variety of tools surrounding daytime data in Alteryx. Let's jump right into it. So here we have our Alteryx flow-through. We start by bringing in the data in the CSV file in this input data tool. And the first thing you have to do if you want to manipulate dates is you have to convert it to date time. So here we have our tool, which takes the string field, which was by date here, and it just says to convert it into date time using this format here. So that's month, month, day, day, year, year. And you see that over here. And we have to do that again with the cell date. So now we have the cell date. And then with this tool, I just get rid of the old string date columns because you don't need them anymore. Next is this formula that calculates whether or not it's a long or a short-term stock. This is done by asking if the difference between the sell date and the buy date in days is greater than 365. It needs to be greater than 365 in order to be a long-term stock. So if it does, I give it the category of long. Then I filtered out everything that isn't 2022 because for this particular problem, we are working on 2022 tax returns, so everything outside of that is irrelevant. I found the gain with this simple formula here. And for part one, this is where we split off. For part one, from here, I just did a simple summarize tool to group by whether or not it was a long or a short term, and then to sum the gain or loss. So here we see that we have $119 worth of gains in the long-term bucket and $0 worth of gains in the short-term bucket. And then we output that into a CSV file here. For part two, you were asked to determine how many more days the short-term stocks needed to be held in order to become long-term stocks because of the tax advantages of selling a stock when it's long-term. So for here, before we summarized with this data here, I added another filter to just have it be the short-term stocks because we don't need to worry about long-term, they're already long-term. This formula here first calculates the date it would have to be in order to be long-term. And then it finds the difference between that and the sell date to give us the number of days you would have had to hold it until it got to a year. And then finally, I removed all the unnecessary columns and it outputted into this file here. So that is the solution to the Alteryx challenge, Stock It Up. Thank you for coming.